Another one going back to theaters. I don't know if you had the chance to catch this one, The Book of Clarence, which is
No,
out
not
on
yet.
VOD today. So
Okay.
if you did not get to catch this in the theater, there is a chance you'll be able to
I'll
catch it at home.
go do that right now.
I was really looking forward to this one because it comes from director James Samuel, who made a fantastic movie in The Heart as They Fall. I thought this was an incredible Western that had a very updated sensibility to it. The man also did the score. He had Jay-Z on there. It was an incredible soundtrack on top of it. He comes back with another really good ensemble telling the story of in the time of Jesus when there was another guy who just so happens to be the brother of one of the 12 disciples who realizes, maybe I could do my own thing, maybe make some money on the side. I got some debts I got to pay. I'm going to try to be my own miracle worker. The thing with it though is that the trailer pitches you this idea of him doing this kind of like swindling thing, but the movie doesn't present that to you till like halfway in. So it is a movie that is taking its time just trying to ride, and I wish I had realized that a little bit sooner because I think I may enjoy it more on the second watch. I was surprised that it took so long to get to what the premise of the movie was, but this is really trying to live in this world. It is shot beautifully. They have gone all out with the sets, the costumes. It really feels in a way like something we had described with Martin Scorsese when we were talking about the Jesus movie he made when we had done the Scorsese breakdowns.
Yeah.
What was the Jesus one?
Oh, Last Temptation of Christ.
There was a line he had mentioned about how he just saw them as New Yorkers in modern time, and he goes, "Let me just put them back in the old times." Mm-hmm. That is the exact same mentality here. They're just chilling. They're just smoking. They just owe somebody something. They got to roll up on someone who they were supposed to visit to. They are literally just hanging out until the plot starts getting into motion, and you start seeing a lot of the guest actors that they have in this movie. Again, there's a lot to like in this film. I don't think it's better than The Harder They Fall. It could be because of the pacing it decided to take. I wish that if it was going to take that approach, that it was even longer, that they did, again, what I always would consider the miniseries route, and you actually get to flesh out a lot of the moments in this movie. I think it's still worth the rent it though. So now that it's out on VOD, I'd say give it a watch because again, some really good production, some good sequences, and this is another one that's got a full out soundtrack with a bunch of artists as well. So The Book of Clarence out in theaters, but also digitally for you to watch.
Any standouts from the cast? Because it's got a lot of recognizable and likable people in it beyond just like Lakeith Stanfield. I don't know how much I've seen Omar Sy do English language roles, but
besides like the X-Men stuff, maybe Jurassic,
yeah,
he is probably the best one out of the three. You obviously got the duo, Lakeith and Siler. They do a really good job, but it's when they add him that they really become that's what takes an hour, is them coming across him, that really creates the trio and the group that's going out there to like swindle people of their stuff because he's the muscle. I'll say there is a surprising one. It's kind of a spoiler if I bring it up, but
he's on the Letterboxd.
He's on there, and you also see him at the beginning. So it's one of those where you actually meet his character and you're like, I don't know who that person is. Then they kind of show you everyone who's in the cast, and they show you his name with the and you're like, okay, so I guess he's probably going to be the secret character. But overall, everyone works pretty well together. So
cool.
Give it a watch.
Do you think you might have enjoyed it a little bit more had you not seen the trailer?
Maybe, but there is also just like a lot of hanging out. It's like a Dazed and Confused where if you like the setting of a school, you're chilling.
Right.
But then if it's like in the olden times, you're probably like, this isn't as cool as the setting in the school. So it really, that's the meter that you got going on there, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's a hangout movie in like the driest place possible. I just wanted more swindling. I think the movie needed that from the jump.
I hear that.
So that is out in theaters and VOD.